So it's about 4 a.m. So everyone's mornings are different. Kind of depends on what you got to do. But for me in the mornings, you know, get dressed, get my stuff ready, pack my bag. I usually do it the night prior, but this morning is going to be their first wake up. They got here about 3 a.m. So as you may know, right, it's already 4, so they're gonna have a rude awakening in about an hour and a half. But gonna get my stuff, grab my food, usually pack my lunch, especially because, you know, you're on the go. We talked about in that video prior, you wanna have a lot of time to eat. So we have that, got my bag, got my stuff, gotta put on the rest of my uniform, get to the truck, and then I'm gonna go ahead and head to work.
Predator system with unmanned reconnaissance and strike planes hunt enemies covertly from the sky.
Alright, so we're in the truck. Kind of feel bad because I woke up the girls, so yeah, it is Wednesday morning. Gonna be their first wake up, so gotta make sure that we set a good example for them, right? Especially because it's going to be their, you know, I don't know, this is getting all blurry. It's gonna be their first, I guess, like, impression of what BMT is like, and I'm really big on setting that example, right? That first impression. So I enjoy waking them up because it's something that's memorable. Because I remember when I was woken up when I was in BMT, and I remember it like it was yesterday. So same thing goes, especially all my old trainees, they say the same thing. They remember when I woke them up. So I enjoy it, but yeah. Alright, back to what I was saying before my camera decided to launch itself. But yeah, I enjoy waking up. So normally you have usually you have 2 instructors per flight. So you'll have a earlies or lates depending on your shift. In 0 week, you're gonna have someone that does what's called pickup, right? So y'all probably remember pickup, the ones that actually pick up the flights, bring them to the dorms. And then you have the processing instructor, the one that works earlies to process them through appointments and all that stuff. So I'm the processing instructor for this pickup cycle, and again, it's because I wanted to. I enjoy doing it. But yeah, on the way to work, it is 0500 right now. We have roll call at 5:30. Get together, get our game plan, whatever we know, whatever stuff we need to accomplish. And yep, it's gonna be a hectic morning. Fortunately, I'm not gonna be able to bring the camera into the training environment, especially because, you know, there's trainees in there. But yeah, I'll catch y'all afterwards, and then pretty much fill y'all in on what we did during the day. But this is really it for that first night, and then 0 weeks, almost kind of the same thing. Earlies and then lates, and then you just try to teach them a lot of stuff. There's a lot of stuff that you want to teach them, you know, get them accustomed to the military, specifically the Air Force, right, and boot camp. And I know with me, I'm very intense. You might not think it right now because I'm very calm, but you know, that switch is about to flip, and all my prior trainees, they already know how it is. But yeah, we're about to put in some work right now. Yeah, I'll fill y'all in afterwards and kind of talk about, you know, what we do for the day, and then talk about what else we're gonna do for the rest of the week. Alright guys, so apologies because I forgot to record the follow-up video after I got off, but as you can hear, my voice is not gone, right? But it's getting there. So today was pretty intense. Let's leave it at that. New flights are always kind of the same kind of process, right? You can kind of tell, not necessarily tell, but you can kind of see, you know, what instructors doing, or kind of that from their voice. So as you can see, there's a lot of yelling going on, but a lot of corrections, right? A lot of direction, a lot of things being said, and make sure that these new set of recruits know what they're doing. But yeah, just got off a little while ago, hitting the gym. And so yeah, on the first day, it's a lot that happens, especially that wake up that we talked about, which I do enjoy. But as soon as you get there, you are moving, you're constantly going, because number one, you're telling them what to do and you're showing them, right? So you're setting that example. Number two, while setting example, you also want to be able to get A and B done, because they don't know what they're doing. So there's a lot of things happening, a lot of moving, a lot of you know, obviously yelling, so a lot of stuff going on, and it's pretty tiring. So I'm happy to be off now. My tap out, right? So there's 2 instructors per shift. You got somebody in the morning, somebody in the late shift, so earlies and lates. But then my tap out, you do your turnover, you tell them, you know, everything that's going on, so you're on the same page, you come up with your game plan, and then they take over from there. And then you go back at it the next day. So usually 0 week, it's a lot of processing, a lot of appointments, getting them accustomed to, you know, BMT, and then getting all of their processing, shots, records, all that stuff done, and setting that example, which is the biggest thing. You want to set example, because that foundation of a good flight, good airmen, good trainees, it's built in 0 and first week, in the early weeks of training. So the more work that you put in the early weeks, the more that's gonna pay off, you know, later on. So that's really it. It's a lot, but I'm acting like, you know, it's not, just because, you know, it's been a jam-packed day and I'm exhausted. But yeah, you're gonna do that for the first couple days, get them through, and then it's the next week, and then so on and so forth. So for 0 week, again, it's a lot of processing, a lot of moving, a lot of yelling, a lot of running, a lot of showing, a lot of teaching, a lot of things. And you really, you know, you're trying to put in that work early, so they understand, you know, what they're supposed to do. And the more work you put in the early weeks, the more it's going to pay off later on. But I appreciate y'all watching this first video. Hopefully you like this series, because I've never seen anything like it. And again, it's something that I want to do, and y'all can follow me throughout the weeks of training, so you can see the other side. But that way y'all have an understanding of, you know, what we go through as instructors, as MTIs, as TIs. That way, for those of you that want to become MTIs and looking forward to it, you know, this gives you pretty much a little insight of what you're supposed to do. And yeah, hopefully y'all like this video. Appreciate y'all that watch. Make sure you hit the like button. If you have any specific questions about things that we talked about, or things that you want to know, hit it up in the comments below. And if you don't want to miss the next episode or miss any videos, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Appreciate y'all watching, and I'll see y'all next week.